Switching gears here, a slew of retailers are set to report quarterly results this week. With that in mind, today's call of the day, it focuses on the consumer. And for that, let's get to Yahoo Finance's Seana Smith joining us here this morning. Seana, take us into it.
Hey there, guys. Lots of debate about how strong the consumer is right now. So I wanted to draw attention to one of the notes that caught my eye out this morning. This one is from Torsten Slok of Apollo. Full disclosure, Apollo is a parent company of Yahoo Finance. But Slok took a good look at the consumer as we're getting the results from Walmart, from Home Depot. His note was out ahead of those results. But we, of course, are going to be getting a number of results over the next week or so. So let's talk about what we are seeing. Despite the high inflation, fears of a looming recession, Slok is making the case that the consumer remains strong. Spending is not slowing down. So Slok saying that strength is because of four factors. Let's go through them. Consumer spending on experiences, something that we've been talking about now for quite some time. Also robust wage growth, robust employment growth. And taking a look at the employment picture right now, total employment is now 2.6 million jobs above February 2020 levels, as well as excess savings and also some of that wealth being driven by high stock prices too. And here's what people are spending on. It's all about experiences, about that services sector making up a bigger chunk of spending, something we have been talking about now, and it's highlighted in this chart here, just in terms of the flip that we saw at the end of last year. Many economists expecting that trend to continue here. Spending on services here remains very strong. And looking ahead, net worth has also held on. Despite a small dip, it's not far from those record highs. Consumer confidence, while it's been on a bit of a roller coaster of economic emotion, we might say, it's still solid, ticking up in the final months of 2022. Consumer sentiment, that has also rebounded. You can see it here across income levels. So the bottom 33%, middle 33%, and top 33% of income levels, consumer sentiment trending in the right direction here. One area of note, though, is where we are seeing some weakness, a slowdown in sales of furniture and electronics and appliances. Slok attributing that to many of those items requiring financing. We're seeing that in this chart here. And it's also reflected in what we just heard from Walmart this morning. Their electronics category was experiencing some softness here in the most recent quarter. So be interesting to hear once we get a better picture over the next couple of days from the earnings reports that we will be getting from eBay, from Etsy, from TJX, looking ahead to next week to Target and also Lowe's. So we will see if the consumer spending is holding on and exactly where they are allocating that spending.
Yeah, and you guys coming up later on in the 3 to 5 show, you have a couple of different ways you're focusing on this. I know you're talking to Patrick DeHaan of Gas Buddy. Obviously, gasoline is a big part of spending. And you're talking to the CEO of Macerich, big mall owner. So that should be interesting.
It'll be very interesting just in terms of the traffic, what they are seeing there, because we heard so many people obviously spending more of their spending online, not going into stores, that being flipped a little bit. So we'll see what demand is like from a commercial perspective, whether or not retailers are expanding their footprint, because that's something that we really have started to see a bit of a divergence here over the last couple of quarters.
And even outside of the store traffic, there's that online storefront as well, the digital spending that I know you guys are going to be talking about a little later on, too. We got a glimpse of that from Walmart this morning as well.
Yeah, we did. And I think it's just people coming down to the convenience of it. A lot of people like spending their money online because it saves time. You don't have to go into stores. On the flip side, people want to get out. We know that we have seen this shift to experience spend. So it'll be interesting to see exactly how this all plays out over the coming quarters as we move away from the COVID pandemic and what this new normal, I guess you can say, is right now.
I still like trying Stefan.
I don't know.
I don't. I love ordering online. It's so much easier.
It's solid mix for me.
But then you
have to deal with the returns and all of that. Yeah.
When I hear about Walmart's 400 million SKUs that they've got on their website, I get a little inundated. I'm sorry. It's too much.
Curation.
Yes, indeed. Thanks so much, Seana.